Long ago, the world was under the control of the gods, both just and menacing. All things happened because the gods willed it. But then one day, the will of the gods disappeared, and man was left to his own devices. Many centuries have passed, and the gods' voices have been silent. But now, a new group of adventurers may stumble upon the secrets of the legends of the forgotten gods.
Recording. Alright, thank you. This is Breaking the Fourth Walls, Legends of the... Oh, shit. It just started recording. Alright, well, we're here, Legends of Forgotten Gods, with Breaking the Fourth Wall Entertainment. I'm your host, Zach, and last week we were doing a one-shot with Joe, but Joe cannot be with us today, so we are doing something different. Max's character, Barry, was given a letter by the Grand Priest to give to Argos and the rest of the party. And Barry, you reached the party. Now roll a perception check.
Okay. Let me grab a d20.
Imagine he's like standing in front of us. He rolls a 1, and he just literally just looks at the sky and dozed off.
I got a 14.
You see Argos and Sevelson, and you also see a Dragonborn with them as well.
Was the Dragonborn there the last time that I was with them?
No, the Dragonborn came in for Joe's first one-shot.
Oh, gotcha.
He's a new guy.
Who is this? Oh, I've never met the Dragonborn before. Can I get your name?
I am Guthrum.
Gotham.
Or Ethelstan.
Ethelstan.
Just call him Gotham if it gets too difficult. That's what
But if we're around the temples, it has to be Ethelstan. They don't like my name Guthrum.
What brings you to the party?
I was told to give them a letter, and then I tagged along with them.
Good to know. Speaking of letters, I've got something from the High Priest.
Grand Priest.
Grand Priest. Yeah, of course.
And you see Gotham's jaw just dropped. The Grand Priest. Let me see it.
Yeah, it's something else. And I hand Gotham the letter.
Alright, and Gotham looks at it. I have to go, and he hands you guys the letter.
Alright.
Good to see you, Barry. How you been?
Could be better. Didn't find Kyla.
Your daughter.
Went to Mount Jericho and she didn't show up. Not sure what happened to her. I hope she's not dead.
Do you believe something might have gone wrong?
I wouldn't be surprised based on the world we're in right now.
So you guys gotta read a letter now since Gotham handed it to you and then took off.
Yeah.
Well, Barry has the letter. So Barry, what's in the letter?
Well, let's find out.
Alright, and the letter reads. What?
What language is it written in?
It's
like common?
written in common.
Common? Alright.
It states, Dear fellow warriors, dear warriors, I am the Grand Priest Urban. I summon thee to the city of Mithron for urgent news of the Vikings. I truly insist that you come to Mithron, to Mithron's capital.
Oh goodness, that's...
Did the letter stutter? Interesting magical letter.
I've seen that before.
We're still trying to find the mermaid's tears, or...
Aye, we are still finding those tears, but at the moment, it will have to wait.
Jarrell went off to go look for them.
Jarrell will set up so Jarrell's gonna set up an area for us, like scout.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's just the three of us then. Well, shall we all ride to Mithron?
For sure.
I get on Shadowfox. And I
All right.
ride.
Is high. All right. It's gonna take about 3 days from where you guys are at to get to Mithron.
All right.
All right. Is high good or bad?
Good. I would say it's good. What about everyone? No.
So high is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, as you guys are riding, you hear like a kind of like a weird laughter sound.
What else do I hear?
Like it doesn't sound like a human laughter.
Can I roll? Can I roll for survival to see if I can recognize this sound?
Sure.
No. Okay, so the dice rolled away, and the cat's kicking the dice. Okay, I have to use
Well,
the other.
re-roll it.
I'll use my other dice here. Okay. What's my survival? 17.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, hold on. I'm gonna message it to you.
Alrighty. I knew it. I recognize that sound. Everyone, be cautious. There's gnolls nearby. As Argos tells to the party. So I'll keep the spear ready in hand and keep an eye out. How close are the gnolls?
They sound really close.
Could I... 1 second.
Well, our best bet is to, if they try and attack us, render them null and void. If you know what I mean.
What?
I said, our best bet, if they try and attack us, is to render them null and void.
Sorry about that. I had to move the cat. He disconnected the monitor. I'm like, oh boy. Alrighty, gnolls. I'd like to send my familiar owl just to give us an estimate of their distance.
All right, it's kind of like you guys are like kind of riding through a little valley, and it sounds like it's coming up from like a hillside.
I suggest we should investigate where it's coming from.
It's coming from your right side.
Alright, I will go to investigate.
All right, Kirk, roll me athletics saving throw.
18.
Well, you see an arrow come flying at you, and you kind of just like dodge it.
Ha, nice.
All right.
And now you see about 9 more arrows shooting up from the sky heading towards you.
Can I put like my shield in
And
front
they
of me?
hit. Yes, you can. They all like hit your shield because I missed anyways.
Oh, nice.
Good to know.
Let me get a gift for that. I know the perfect gift. I think Zach knows which one too.
What's coming?
Hmm.
How many nose do I see?
You see 10 in the front and 1 in the back.
20 nose.
No, like there's 11.
Ah, 11 nose. 11 nose. I like those odds. All right then.
But one looks much like bigger and stronger than a knoll.
And what's their distance?
They are. The gnolls are 35 feet away from you. The fiend is about 40 feet.
A fiend.
The fiend, F-L-I-N-D.
Ah, fling's about 40 feet. Okay. So, why they get here? I am going to cast. They're all bunched up together, right?
They're in a straight line.
All right, then I'm gonna cast Fireball at them.
All right. How
Yeah,
much?
boys.
How far of a distance can your fireball hit?
Fireball's got a good range of 120 feet.
I mean,
would
like,
count.
how much space, like, after it hits?
Oh, the radius. I think it's 20 feet, but I'm gonna confirm that. 20 Here we are. Okay, so the fireball has each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make a dexterity saving throw. So whoever in the range of the fireball is 150 feet. So I mean, I'm gonna start rolling the 8d6.
Ah, yeah.
So do I roll the dexterity?
Yeah, just roll it for the group or whoever I hit. Like
Well, first one I rolled a 19. Second one failed. Third one is a 16.
Mhm.
Fourth one is a 13.
Okay, so the saving throw is a 16, so whoever failed a 16 will take full damage. The one who succeeded will take half damage.
So, what? That's 2 and 2, right?
Yeah, that means I caught 4. Alrighty, let me add this.
Human.
The full damage is 29. So whoever failed takes the full.
Those 2 drop dead.
Okay, the other one will take like 14 damage. The other 2.
Hey
And they
guys,
look hurt.
I gotta run.
Oh,
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I hope you have a great day. Oh, she left. Well, you know what? It's the duo again. Barry and
Yeah.
Argos. Vice cops.
and
Dun-dun.
Sebulson just like vanishes.
And she left us again. Huh.
And Argos's pockets feel light.
Hey,
Oh gosh.
she can't steal from that distance.
She was right next to you.
She never moved. She never moved. I'm just saying.
Now roll perception check.
8.
You see the gnolls are just like standing still, and it looks like the one in the back's like waving something.
What is he waving?
I don't know. Roll another perception.
Hey, you know what's better than an 8? A 9. Yeah.
You see, it looks like a white sheet.
Surrender.
Or
Sweet, he's-
maybe just a truce.
Promise.
All right. What do you think, Barry? Should we accept the truce?
Can I roll insight on the gnolls?
That's right. He has high wisdom. Haha.
Uh,
Barry
You
the
see they're
wise.
dropping their weapons.
I'm still gonna roll insight. 13.
Well, you see that they're dropping their weapons.
All right. Well,
This is a surrender we should probably accept.
that is very convincing then. All right. Let's see what they have to say.
Sorry, we thought you were Vikings.
It's not in our line of work.
Well, do I look like a Viking?
We just heard horses from downhill.
We could have been civilians. Good thing we weren't, though. So what brings you so far?
Patrolling.
Player character
depends.
knowledge. Are the gnolls in this world evil, or they're just like every other people?
They're typically evil, but right now it's a common threat to all.
So,
Where did you come from?
So, you remember with the orcs?
Yeah.
Like that.
Got you.
Now be on your way, says the nose.
Thank you.
so where do you come from, my friend Barry asked?
Are you asking the nose again?
Yeah, that's
That's what we're asking.
We came from the deserts in Sangria.
and I see the Vikings are not your friends.
No, they had a raiding party attack our camp in Sangria. I didn't think they'd sailed that far west.
So you hurt them.
You guys don't know? The Empire's fallen.
Things have been gone dire here.
Like the Imperial capital and all of the Empire has fallen.
Oh goodness.
Tell me,
The only stronghold left is Mount Jericho.
I was just there.
It seems we have a common enemy. How many on your do you have in your pack?
It was 10.
So it's just the
Just
eight of you?
us.
You're the last of your kinds, or there's more?
More, it's just that we're the only ones that went up this far north. But I believe your people's Grand Priest is expecting warriors like yourselves.
Would it be a bad idea to cast Revivify on the gnolls? Or on the gnoll that we killed?
I mean, you could do that.
I mean, consider he's not really a bad guy. It depends. So that was probably within a minute. Did we only kill one or did we kill two?
2.
I killed two. Yeah.
And for those 2 kills, Kirk, you got once I find it. 200 XP.
For two of those? Okay, so like.
As in, you got 200 altogether.
Got it. Got it.
100
it up.
each.
I'm gonna keep what I got right now. It's not worth it. I'll save Revivify for if one of our party dies.
Be on your merry way to Mithron.
Well, if you have any soldiers to spare and find more of your kind, have them come and fight Zaki Chang whenever the time needs. And Barry, I'll be right back.
So wait, did Kirk just leave?
I said he'd be right back.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was telling your character or us.
I think both, to be honest.
Ah. So, the party goes on the mission with Joe and come back and the Empire's fallen.
Hey, shit. Can you mimic my character voice for a second? How long is it? How long of a trek is it between Mount Jericho and where we are right now?
For you, it's probably about a week.
A week. All right.
So yeah, Zaki Chan's army is so powerful they took over an entire half of the continent in a week.
Oh my god. It's probably numbers in tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. That's insane.
800s of thousands.
800?
Not
Oh my
including
God.
his reserves. But that also includes Seymour's army.
Actually, give me that. I have a better idea. I don't know if when I'm supposed to cast this. So are the two gnolls, are they dead or are they like just at 0 hit points?
They had 22 hit points, and Argos hit him for 29.
So theoretically, I use Spare the Dying on both of them.
Alright, and they're revived.
Cool. Yeah, I use Spare the Dying. Oh no, I'm just saying theoretically. I was wondering if I was saying hypothetically, can I do that?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll do that. Because I mean, we need as many soldiers as we can get. So.
Is that Tom Brady?
But I'll do it when Kirk gets back.
Alright.
Cause I forgot I had that.
Family Guy's going on in the background, and Lois and Meg are trying to peep on Tom Brady in the shower.
Oh my god.
Oh god, Stewie's about to peep.
It helps having a Healy boy in your party.
And I have returned. Sorry about that. I had a cat messing with my computer.
I've mentioned that I am going to cast me Spare the Dying in both the gnolls that we just killed.
Oh, okay.
We
And
need
Argos feels 200 points weaker.
Damn it.
Wait, what happened?
I said Argos feels 200 points weaker.
No, hey, they died. That doesn't work like that.
Fine. So the gnolls
we need all this. Yeah.
The gnolls are gonna go back to Sangria and try convincing the tribes to join. You guys head to Mithron.
Say they need all the we need all the soldiers we can get.
Aye.
Even if it's just a difference of 2, that's 2 more than we had before. So.
Of course. Everybody counts.
Alright, is High good or bad, guys?
Barry, your turn.
Let's see. High is bad.
Well, good for you. I rolled a natural 1. So, it just begins to rain on your guys' journey.
You see me just like putting a shield above my head, like, darn it.
You know.
Alright, and the third and final days, High good or bad?
High is up to you, Argus.
I would say high is bad.
And it just continues to rain, and you guys have finally reached Mithron. Roll a perception check.
7.
23.
Barry, you see, it looks like armies of Del Snow and Sangreya are both at the cities of Mithron. Looks like there's men from paladins from many different temples throughout the lands are there.
Oh boy.
Several people, from peasants to noblemen.
Got a real good congregation here.
Seems everyone's and the effects of Zaki Chan is great. We need to put a stop to him as soon as possible.
What's the mood looking like around these armies? Are they looking like forlorn? Are they looking determined?
They are all here waiting to see what the Grand Priest has to say.
Gotcha.
Can't believe they followed the whim of a priest, of a man of the realms with no gods no longer exist.
Well, we did so.
Well, hey, remember, it does seem like the gods are coming back. From visions people have been having.
Plus, I mean, go get my magic from somewhere.
Alright, and are you guys gonna like start approaching the city?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Is there an
Alright,
apothecary?
you guys run into Gary.
Oh, hey, Gary.
And he looks like upset. Hi.
Oh, what's got you down, Gary? Lost your city?
We lost the whole entire country.
The whole country.
Even your guys' fortress fell.
Fort Jericho?
No, the keep.
Oh. Oh no.
That's where your mother was living at.
Oh. I'm pretty
And
sure she's
your
fine.
wife and son.
And how are they?
I wasn't there.
This war just takes and takes.
And then you hear a voice, Argos! Like a voice yelling.
She probably died now. I could hear her voice even from here. So
And you
weird.
see it's your mother.
Ah, shit. I mean, hello.
Argos, we're okay.
I'm very glad to hear it, Mother. How's the child and how's Hela?
And you see there looks like someone who's looks like they're 14 years old, 15 years old, standing behind your mother.
Whoa! You grow fast. Is this
And then you
elven
see
blood?
Hela.
Hela, last time I saw him, he was player character knowledge. How long in the realm time we've been traveling since I last saw
Not
him?
long. It's just in
Yeah.
my world, elven children they grow up faster. It's just that mentality wise. Actually, no, mentality wise, kind of too.
Yeah, cause it wouldn't make sense. He's 20-year-old, but he'd be like Robin Williams in that movie where he's 40, and then he has a mentality of a 10-year-old.
What elf?
No, that's another movie. It's I'll tell you about it later. So wow, you've grown very quickly. Hela, is this part of the elven blood?
It's part of the high elfin blood. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So I think we always are always pulling warriors out everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's very effective to make an army.
My father's kingdom is still standing since they cannot find the kingdom of the elves.
Now that is a relief. You should take Titus there and Mother as well.
And Fort Stormkiller is also still standing.
That is good. That is good
But
news.
the monster hunters aren't letting anyone in. They've blocked off their secret passage that almost everybody knows about now.
I'm sure they should let us in. I mean, we were the companions of Debash Blenoid. And he did promise
let Angela in.
Interesting. A coup d'etat, maybe?
I don't know, but then you hear someone yell, "All rise for the Grand Priest."
I do not rise for no man.
Good time to listen here.
And then you see you see Jarl Matthew, Jarl Ali is there. Well, and Jarl Ali, the Jarl of Sangria. You see Jarl Roderick, the Jarl of Mithron, he's outside too, and you even see the Queen, even though she's lost her kingdom.
Oh, this could avoid it if they stopped killing each other. each other's throats with this bloody damn war.
Well, you see that, and then you see an older man approaching. Greetings, children. I call all you here to give warning about the Viking threat. The Empire has fallen, and I call upon you, all men and women, warriors of the West, to march east, unite, and fight back the Vikings.
That's some warning. Just a bit late, though.
Yeah? And your rewards will be an automatic trip to Valar, even if you don't die in battle. But it's only if you go for honor, if you go not seeking honor or money, to go and liberate this land from the Viking threat.
So he's telling us to fight dishonorably.
He's pretty much sending you guys on a crusade.
Yeah, he's saying like a crusade, right?
Yes.
But I do not fight for any crusades. I fight for my people and myself.
And Argos, you even see that your younger brother is there.
My twin?
Oh, I thought it was a younger brother.
No, we're twins.
Okay, your twin brother is there.
The hell Ulfbeth is doing here? He's normally off by himself.
Are any of Barry's brothers there?
Yep, you see all your brothers are there.
This Zaki Chang
Even the one that was supposed to be watching your daughter.
See, you hear that, Barry? He left your daughter just to tend the old man.
She's been missing for a while.
Kick his
She
ass.
was captured by the Vikings.
Wait, she was captured by the Vikings?
She was captured?
Yep.
Oh, those bastards.
How long ago?
About a few days ago.
I've gotten far.
Alright, fuck, what was I gonna say? Alright, you see pretty much all the warriors and, like, the peasant people, middle class and everyone, are all, like, lifting swords and spears, and some have pitchforks. And they all just, like, start tapping the bottom parts of their weapons on the ground.
How many?
And, like, the swordsmen and, like, people with, like, the one-handed weapons are, like, smacking them off shields.
I just observe how much. I'm just observing the energy of the room. How many people, how many soldiers there is in people in total who's willing to fight Zaki Chang?
In total, there's about 200,000.
That's not enough. How much Zaki Chang has? Like 800,000?
Yes, and that's not including his reserves.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily matter the quantity, it matters the quality.
Indeed, but I see here some villagers, farmers, soldiers. Zaki Chan has brutal warriors and plus a demigod. We saw his display in battle. No, the
Wait,
real fight.
He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there. I almost forgot, Barry, that you weren't there. But Zaki Chan is very formidable. He could probably wipe out the army by himself. So the real battle isn't with the soldiers, it's with their god.
And then you guys also see Malachi is there.
Oh, there's Malachi. Malachi,
Yes.
what news fair in Jericho? How are things?
They haven't been able to attack it, defeat us because of how it's built within the mountain and they can only get in through one way.
Have you encountered Zaki Chan?
No, just pretty much cannon fodder soldiers.
You think you can be able to beat him?
Nope.
He seems very strong, Malachi. I don't think even you can beat him.
It does.
I have no idea if I can take him on.
Isn't he technically your family member?
10th cousin, twice removed.
Are all demigods this? Well,
Okay, I was just joking around by the 10th cousin, twice removed. Yes, he's my cousin, along with all the other demigods.
are there more like Zaki Chang? Cruelly ambitious.
Possibly, we don't know where the God of War's son is, or Mortrim's son.
But doesn't make sense. Malachi, he has the key, and yet he is not opening the door. What is he waiting for?
Who knows?
Something. He's looking for something else. He has to be. Is
He
it?
even says Zaki Chang wanted the key. Maybe it
Does
was
it-
Seymour the whole time.
But why would Seymour want the key and do nothing with it? What is he waiting for then?
Or maybe he's done something with it already.
No, we would have felt the presence of Mortum by now. The god powerful as he is.
He would also, in order to unlock the seal, he would need the blood of a storm killer on the key.
Well, he already killed the only storm killer.
The Baj's children.
Ah, fuck. Yes.
Yeah, find a way to protect them.
He's after the children.
Them and Angela went to Del Snow, as far away from the battle as possible.
Yes.
And right now I have left Gallagher in charge of the garrison in Mount Jericho.
Are Devaj's children aware of his death?
Yeah, Jarrell told them that they need to go put black on.
Yeah, pretty much. Jarrell. He is very subtle. Known for his subtleties.
Good man.
But
Good.
scale 1 to 10, how surprised were you, Maxwell, whenever the Baj died?
Solid 7.
What about you, Arios?
I was there when he died.
I mean, like, scale 1 to 10, how surprised were you?
I was very surprised when he lost, and it turned out to be, he knocked him on the ground, rolled that natural one, then he
He
got
rolled
something.
double 1.
2 natural ones, yeah.
Yeah, double ones, and so I was pretty surprised on his.
And then I came
downfall.
up with a natural 20 for a performance to grab his own sword.
Mm-hmm.
Then stabbed him, then natural 20 for a beheading. There's no more plot armor.
No, apparently not. No more plot armor. But that's good. That's good. That means we don't have to hold back anymore.
Alright, and you see pretty much like the Jarls and some of the higher up noblemen are like discussing a rendezvous, like where to meet up and everything. And they're just gonna like meet up at Mount Jericho and then just try taking back small cities at a time.
The objective should be protecting and hiding the Blue Noid children.
They're up in Del Snow.
Yes, but how well hidden are they?
They are at the Blue Noise State, which has about 2,000 warriors.
Yeah, that does. Just keep them safe, Malachi.
I am going with you guys on this crusade.
And who else will protect the kids?
Angela.
Angela versus Zaki Chan's fiends. She'll be needing more than that.
I think she'll be fine. I heard some elves went up there too.
All right, if you say so.
Plus, also, the Vikings haven't been seen anywhere near Del Snow. And those
No.
in Sangria were exterminated.
Good. Now, is there an apothecary, a potion shop?
We are going to be leaving now.
Blasted. All right. Then will a merchant be coming with us? I'm pretty sure healers and tonics will be on the march with the army.
Yeah, sorry, I was taken by my Stromboli.
Well, I do not want a Stromboli. I want a healing potion. I just
Okay,
look
a
at.
merchant is coming. How many healing don't you have, like, greater healing potions?
I only have one greater healing potion, and I use one healing potion to heal you twice. Gotham.
Oh yeah, you guys do see Gotham there.
Yeah, that's why I look at Gotham. Gotham.
He's up on the wall with the Grand Priest.
You also have me, so
No, that's true. I have a walking healing potion, but still.
I walk over to Barry walks over to his brother, the one who's taking care of Kyla. The brother's name is Taryn, and I say to him, Taryn, do you wish to come with us?
That's why I'm here.
That's good. Get Aetham.
That's why we're all here.
Aetham and Aether, and we need to get this. We need to get this done. We need to find Kyla, and we need to protect the children of our dear Debash. We need to defeat Zaki Chang. That's the number one thing.
At the moment, his children are safe. We just need to focus on Zaki Chan.
Right.
And you see, it looks like Hela is gearing up as well.
Hello, what you doing?
Going to war.
That's nice. That's nice of you, Hela. But our child will be needing you. You can't have both of us in battle.
What you mean, Father? I'm going to war too.
You're player character knowledge. Can he fight?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit.
What's that?
All right.
Oh, okay, their names. He fights with a spear and shield.
No. All right. I can't say no to that. All right, son. You protect your mother. You hear that?
Yes, and Mother Argos has her chain ready.
And don't worry, grandmother will look after the both of you.
I'm
Now,
gonna whip that Zaki Chang with this chain.
and he will definitely regret setting foot in this land. All right, just remember, boy. You either die on the field, or come back with your shield, or on it.
Yes, Father. And now you see Umbra is returning, and he looks pretty banged up.
Hey, Umbra, you look pretty
And
messed
all
up
the
there.
his mercenaries are dead.
All who what?
His 300 mercenaries were dead.
Umbra's mercenaries?
Yes, he used him and his brave 300 went on to try holding off Seymour and Zaki Chan.
Umbra, what happened to you?
We lost.
You lost to your father?
No. It wasn't a Seymour either.
Who was there?
Another Viking lord, Ragnar.
That sounds so familiar.
Oh, so
Tell me about this Ragnar.
They're berserker warriors he has. Not intelligent, but very powerful.
Good.
A 300-man shield wall, and they destroyed it with ease.
Where were they last? Where we last fought them, and where they're going?
your fortress?
Jericho?
No. The other one.
Oh, the other one we won from the tournament.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll claim it back when we can. There are more important
Ragnar
things.
sits on your throne.
Well, it's never been my throne. It's always been a group, our rooms. That fortress belonged to Team Gary.
Well, it belongs
But
to Ragnar now, and Seymour's sitting on the Imperial throne.
I take offense that he took the fortress of my beloved friends. But it holds fond memories. At the moment, I'll reclaim it later.
What's going on?
Who said that?
Umbra.
You just came back and told us you got your butt kicked, Umbra.
No, I meant, like, what's up with all these people?
Oh, the Grand Priest is rallying everybody to fight Zaki Chang. But there has not been a bloody plan on how to deal with Zaki Chang.
Yeah, there is. They're gonna take small villages and fortresses back at a time.
Oh, well, that sounds like a solid plan,
Good idea.
but not a long-term plan. We gotta deal with Zaki Chan, not with his soldiers.
But they gotta weaken his army first.
800,000, and that's not including his reserves.
Trust me, I know how many men my father has in his entire army. Altogether, it's like 8 million.
8 million? Damn.
Yes, so you can see what I mean. Long-lasting war serves no one. Supplies and food will run out eventually. All people will starve.
Then we must fight.
Take the fight to him. We need to lure him out and end him.
You're hearing drums now. And you see pretty much this massive alliance crusading armies beginning to mobilize.
Now, where are they going?
They're going across the border into the imperial country. It looks like.
Try to retake the Imperial City?
No, they're gonna not yet. They're gonna probably attempt to do that last.
Probably for the better.
Hey
Alright
Kirk,
then.
do you remember the name of the fortress that we tried doing the one time?
Hungrar, something like that.
That's where we're going
Okay.
to reclaim it.
So we're going to do a siege.
You see there are catapults, trebuchets, battering rams, ladders are being brought.
And who's the lord? Who's the Viking lord of this fort?
I believe it's just a typical soldier's just put in command. I don't know.
Then they will fall. Try to capture as many as we can.
And remember, this fortress has two layers of walls.
Yeah, I remember.
There's an outer wall, a big kill zone, and then an inner wall.
So when do we set out?
They're mobilizing now.
Okay. I'll speak to the healers on the way out and grab us some extra potions.
Alright, you see there's a priestess, the one that,
The one that I helped?
yeah. Not the old lady, but the younger one.
Hello, ma'am. Forgive me for disturbing you, but
Hello.
I need. Yes, hello. I do not know if you remember me, but we helped you.
Your friend died serving us.
Yes. I'm here to ask if you have any supplies of potions you could spare.
Yes, we'll be distributing them out whenever we start the siege.
Perfect. I would need
Alright.
some at the moment. Could you
Uh,
distribute to me and Barry?
I cannot, because then we'll have to give it to everybody at once.
That's fair.
All right, suit yourself.
No, not trying to be disrespectful, just... It'll just look bad.
Not well. If no one sees it, then no harm is done, and I'm willing to pay for it.
It's gonna be free, you're just gonna have to wait.
All right, I'll wait.
Until we get there, so we can unpack everything. Because I don't feel like unpacking it all, then repacking it up, because healing potions are closer to the bottom.
Those are strong, sturdy glass, then.
Yeah, that's what
They're
happened.
inside the box.
What's in the box? All right, then, let's go. Let's go to war. Let's go kill these buggers.
Alright. It's the best thing we can do right now.
Only
Yep.
thing we can do at the moment.
God bless the illusion of choice, right?
Yep.
And again, what God is there to bless. To bless it. Anyway,
Well,
who's the-
we'll only
leader-
find out this. Well, cleric, you tell me. You're the cleric. You worship your god.
Well, you guys were blessed by the god Omnis.
Hey, good point.
I
Sorry, you
hear
guys are
her. Yes.
You guys travel for a good amount of time, and it's now time to set up camp. And it's right, like, before you guys are about to cross the border.
I think all I need is... I can take watch if you'd like. I think I only have down to sleep too long.
No need to have scouts for that. I'll just leave out my familiar. You'll let us know if someone approaches. I placed my owl on the perch of the tent, on the top of the tent, or on a tree in a high ground, actually.
Did
So
you
he
guys
could just-
bring a tent?
I assume the army will supply us with a tent.
Okay. You know what happens whenever you assume?
Hmm?
What are the first 3 layers of assume, Kirk?
Ass.
First 3 layers of Zoom.
First 3
Letters
letters
of assume.
Zoom. Ass.
Oh, ass. That's clever. Well, I think my Explorer pack does have a tent.
Okay, but yeah, the army did bring tents. I just wanted to mess with you.
Yeah, I'm like, well, no, hey, if they didn't bring tents for us, I think I got tents. Let me check my equipment. Yeah.
But you and Barry have to share a tent.
I think Barry has his own tent. But I don't mind sharing bunks with Barry. We'll just tell ghost stories and pillow fight and all that.
And your wife's there.
Yeah, then we'll be just talk. No, then we'll be talking about girls. Oh my gosh, you have a crush on Tiffany?
This is your wife you're talking to.
Uh,
And you see, like, it's time for pay, and you see she kind of, like, shoots Tyrant out of the tent.
what? I'm just pretending to say those things in my head. She can't hear it. She can't read my mind. She can't read my thoughts.
Hey, Kirk, roll a performance check.
Performance plus my modifier. Just a second. And performance, voice. That's perception. Where the there it is. 16.
You two have a good night.
Okay. We just slept in cuddles.
No.
Ah. She did more than cuddles.
Roll a saving throw. Survival.
Oh no.
Survival. Okay. Let me find. Check. Let me add my modifier to it. 17.
She's not pregnant.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be like, okay, that's good for one night. Good night. I just like turn my back to sleep and just like traumatized. Damn. She's trying to put another baby forcefully in her.
No, just want to have a good night.
It's called your hands.
It is
Look,
now
this is-
dawn.
In this time of war,
I'm
you're
like,
gonna have
next
a
time
good
I'm
night.
sleeping with Barry.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no,
I won't
you
put it that
won't.
way.
Bros before hoes.
You just called your wife a hoe.
No, no.
I was gonna say bros before foes, but okay.
Oh, bros before foes, yeah. All right, so dawn rises.
And everyone's packing up camp. It's time to wake up, lords.
I wake up, pick up the camp, and then just march to the army.
Alright, and you guys have crossed into Imperial lands,
Oh boy.
which is now Viking land.
What's the environment we're in right now? Is it like what sort of biome?
Grassland.
Grassland.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Okay. Where is my? Oh, there it is.
I rolled a 1, so I'm too distracted.
30-21.
You notice, you see a big wall, and then you also see, looks like bodies are being hung by by their necks on the walls.
Damn. I gotta be really distracted to miss that.
Oh my god.
I'm just deep in thought. That's why I can't see it. Unless someone points it out to me.
I like grab. I'm like in fucking shock right now. I like grab your Argus's hand. I was like, dude, look at this.
And
Argus,
look,
look at this.
I look at what Barry points to me, and I just. How many bodies are there, though?
There's about 100 bodies. Men, women, children.
I stop my horse for a moment and just. Someone should bury these bodies. I'm gonna.
No, like they're hanging on the walls.
Are they still alive?
No, they're being hung by the neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut off the rope and bury them.
You're being fired at by arrows now if you try that.
Ah, damn.
How close
You guys
are
are
we
at the
to this?
You guys are kind of like about 300 feet away. You guys are like walking out of like over the hilltop. You guys are seeing the snow.
So this is the Fort Homburg, or
Yes.
okay. Sorry, I'll bury them when we can't take out this fort.
And you're seeing like the rest of the armies are all like in complete shock and
This
are
is-
like angry.
This is war.
This is absurd.
Indeed, it is. It is absurd. Zaki Chang is absurd, thinking he could win this battle. All right. It's time to negotiate, and we'll accept their terms of surrender. Will they send out a writer?
Who said anything about negotiations?
They're not going to negotiate? Okay.
We're not going to negotiate. They're going to pay for this.
They can't negotiate if they're dead.
No, I meant... Oh, clever. You're saying you're going to kill them all.
What the fuck?
You're trespassing in land. We're not going to pay what is ours.
Who are you Wait, you guys haven't even approached the walls yet.
Oh, I thought you were talking, you know. I'm like, if I was you for a moment, like, damn, he got here quick.
I don't know.
The bottom of my laptop just went yeet. Just like snapped off for some reason. Like, fix this real quick.
Alright, prepare for the siege!
What the hell? Let me get this real quick.
Okay, so everyone's setting up siege weapons?
Yeah, like getting siege towers ready.
Nice. So there's
We
no
hold
secret.
our ground.
There's no secret passage into this, right? To sneak in.
No.
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I guess not.
Alright, but we also set up camp. So everybody set up your camps.
Can't set up. I'll just
No,
meditate.
camp. As in C-A-M-P, camp.
Yeah, camp.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, we're setting up our camp.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna meditate on the coming battle. You know, just concentrate. Like,
Alright, and you see the priests and priestesses are handing out potions to everyone.
all right, I'll go and take potions. How many
She
potions?
hands you 2.
I'll grab some potions as well.
All right, and then I'm going to come back in the line, but in a disguise to get 2 more potions.
Argos, I know that's you.
I don't know who this Argos is.
She takes your
What kind of healing
$1
potions are these?
mustache off.
Ow!
What kind of healing potions are these?
D10 plus 3.
D10 plus 3. Okay, D10 plus 3 potions. All right,
Alright.
so I take my potions. I'll go back to my camp and resume meditation.
Roll a perception check.
Another one. That's lovely. I'm glad those ones are being wasted now.
Do you want me to do it too?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. That fell on the floor.
Doesn't count.
Dirty 26.
You see, it looks like a Viking is holding a tree branch heading towards you guys.
Tree branch.
How far away is he?
Like 20 feet away. He's
Okay.
come unarmed.
Alright, what does he offer? What does he want?
If you guys pay me enough coin, I'm a captain at a tower and I can look the other way.
But why would you betray your countrymen?
I'm a slave. I'm forced to fight.
How many slaves are there that might be willing to revolt against Zaki Chang?
Not many. I'm the only one so far who's had the balls to.
What to
I'm
do?
sure they can be convinced.
Oh yes, Barry's right.
There's not many slaves left alive inside the fortress, though.
Yes, but in the entire army of Zaki Chang.
Not many. Most of them are actual warriors.
Alright then. How much you're willing to ask?
400 silver.
Deal.
I'll accept my payment now.
All right. You shall receive your payment.
Or at least half of it now, half of it whenever we do this.
Okay.
And I'll be throwing over a rope ladder.
In the middle of the night so we can open the gates. Nice.
It's just that I can only let you guys up on the walls. The rest of again, to the gateways, you're on your own.
Who is the commander of your army?
Zogon.
Tell me where he is.
Inside the throne room.
Perfect. Barry, we have a job.
Yeah, opening the gates.
Opening the gates and then we go to Zorgon, cut off his head, and that would definitely demoralize the entire army.
I got time to decide somehow. Let's do it.
Alright, so are you gonna hand him the full 400 or 200 now, 200 later?
I am a good sport. I'll give you the 400 now. I hope you live to spend it. And if we live, you may loot from your dead comrades.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
What is your name?
My name is Dirtface.
They call you Dirtface?
No, Durface. Durface.
Derpface?
Durface. Durface.
Oh, okay. You have an odd name, but who am I to judge?
Hey. Oh well.
How about with those 400 silver, buy yourself a new name?
Alright.
Alright.
Godfrey.
Godfrey. That's a good name. Change your name. Your slave name is no longer yours. You're a free man, Godfrey.
Yes. Alright, I have to get back to the fortress before they know I'm gone.
Alright. When will you throw in your rope ladder?
I try showing up whenever the moon is at its highest.
I'll wait for then.
Alright.
Pretty much midnight.
And
What time is it right now?
It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Alright then. How many gods does Vulgar have? That's his name, right?
There's about 800 men in there.
Guarding him?
Like inside the entire city.
If you could throw us some... Well, we just open the gates and we'll deal with that.
Well, Godfrey has went back. He's gone now.
Alright. Bye, Godfrey.
Too long.
And then now you see Gothrum approaches you. What was that about?
Looks like our problems are about to be solved. Gates will... Yes. Me and Barry, we just have a man on the inside who is willing to aid us in this battle.
Nice.
Yes, very nice.
And you see Umbra's there too. Who is it?
Hey, Umbra. It's me, Argos.
No, who spoke to you?
Some slave named Godfrey.
Never heard of a Godfrey.
Well, sorry, his name is Dirtface. He just...
Oh, that guy. It's about time he changed his damn name.
Of course, every slave should change their slave name.
Alright, I will go. And, Gothrum says he will go too.
Go on.
Alright, Gotham. I'm more than
And,
just don't get another spear impaled in you. The
well,
last
I
one
don't think there's going to be a giant in there.
Alright. What?
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 No, sorry, my sister was calling.
Alright, it's starting to turn nightfall and the moon is slowly getting higher and higher.
1 second.
I'm looking through my spells, seeing what I got.
Can we take like a 10-minute break? I need to help with the groceries.
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break. I'll pause the recording.
Alright, awesome. Thank you.
Alright, and I'm gonna go get myself a drink. Recording.
Go.
Alright, we are now recording. And it's now starting to hit midnight, and you guys are going to head towards the southeastern wall.
Okay. Yeah, heading there.
You guys get there, roll stealth checks.
Stealth checks. Ah, cool. Ah, nice. 15.
Max, you're muted.
Let me look and see what my modifiers. I think I rolled pretty good. Let's see. Nope. I rolled an 18.
Well, all four of you tiptoe past, and the Jarls do know of the plan. So, like, they're making it look like their army's getting ready to, like, send in the siege towers and the battering rams. And you guys were given approximately an hour amount of time to open the gates.
How long will it take to open the gates, you say?
I'm saying, like, they're giving you guys up to an hour to do it, like the army is.
Got it.
If you guys don't have the gates open by then, they'll assume that you guys are dead and just start launching boulders and at the walls.
I'm sure it can be done.
If you guys survive.
We'll survive.
Alright, and you guys see a rope ladder hanging down.
Goodness bless. Bless you, my friend. Godfrey.
Let's go. Climb up. Let's climb up the ladder, says Umbra.
Alright, okay.
Uh,
And
Cleric first.
do I have to roll anything to get up it?
Just perception whenever you get up to the, like, whenever your head reaches top.
Alright. Perception. What is that? Okay, it's a dirty 21.
You see Godfrey's there and he's helping you up. Alright, I told all my men to go down to the tavern and get drunk, so this side of the wall is clear.
Alright. Thank you, Godfrey.
Alright,
I shall.
Umbra says
I'll follow.
Argos next,
Of course. I
then the
climb
Paladin,
like
and then I'll go. And now all four of you are on the wall. Are you guys nervous at all? Or are you guys scared? Or are you guys just like, we gotta get this done?
scared
At
at
the
all.
moment, yeah. No, Argos he does not feel any fears. He only feels focused on the objective. Get the job done.
Alright,
Alright.
go down the wall. It'll take you about 35 minutes to get to the cross over to the next wall to the gate room. And that's just for the outer wall.
35 minutes? Okay.
And let's just open the wall. Alright, we'll just go across the wall. Alright, guys. How many
Right.
how many gates are there? Just one gate?
Yeah, just one gate.
Alright, let's go then.
Alright, and as you guys are about to leave, you're starting to hear, like, chattering from, like, heading your guys' way from, like, not the direction you guys are heading, but the direction, like, the opposite way.
Right behind us.
Yeah.
What do we see?
What? What about them? I don't see them. Sorry about that. What was that, Kirk?
Oh, what do we see? What's behind us?
No, you guys are just hearing talk. Oh, yeah, they're in here, honey. I'll be right
Maybe
back.
brought wives. So, as we are... So, Perry, what do you think of this battle, this plan of opening us the gate?
Well, I think it's a well-constructed plan. I mean, it's not a lot that
I'm
can go
back.
wrong, but there's some things.
It's simple, you know. I think it's more of a simple plan. Just open the gate. That's it. I think I'll make sure I don't get caught. I hear chatter behind us, though.
Let's
Chatter,
move.
you say?
We'll
Come
keep
Says,
moving.
Says Guthrum.
Don't worry, Gotham.
All right, let's go. So it's from the next wall, I believe. Get over there.
All right, and you guys see there is a guard on the wall, and he turns around and sees you guys.
I throw a spear and chug it in his face.
All right, get. So are you going right for like a headshot?
Yeah, headshot. Take him out.
All right, you have to roll a natural 20 since you're calling it.
Oh, fuck. Natural 20. I thought that would land. It's a 1. I'm
Spear
switching
just
dice. This one's
flying right past him,
all right.
and he pulls out a
Did-
long sword and pulls up his shield.
Did that distract them though? Like they did like scare.
I want to try and I want to try and persuade him.
Okay, you can try.
Can you let us through, please? That'd be very much appreciated.
Why?
So I
I'm
just have
not a
to roll
slave.
a persuasion check.
You can try.
Okay. I forget if this does that. Wait, no, it's just an attack roll. Okay, cool. Come on. That's a 9.
He kind of just like continues in a fighting stance.
We'll pay you.
He lowers his weapons a bit. How much?
400 silvers.
500.
Of course, you have a deal. I call back my spear in the other hand. I just like reach out the pocket. Here's the bag. I kind of like dangled the bag in front of him.
He grabs it. I get on my safe
What?
for it. Change my mind.
Okay, as he grabs the bag, can I attack him?
You're gonna attack him.
Okay,
Yep.
I don't think there's a need for this.
Go ahead. Attack of opportunity.
23 does it hurt?
Yeah, it hits. Urgh!
Is all right. Is he knocked unconscious?
No.
He dead.
No.
He alive?
He's alive. You haven't
Okay.
rolled for damage.
Ah, got it. Oh, okay. 11.
And he looks like he's about to reach for a horn.
I'll try to stop him with a shield bash in his face.
Roll the hit.
Oh gosh.
Natural 20.
And you hit him in the head. Knocks him unconscious.
I
Nice.
loot him.
And hear a voice from down below. What was that?
I throw my familiar owl to fly at them to confuse them, like, oh, that's, distract them,
That's a weird sounding owl. It sounds like a man getting hit in the head with a shield.
Well,
Something doesn't sound right.
well, I'll throw my owl at them regardless to distract them, to make it think like a game kind of.
Progress, we need to go now.
Let's spook them.
Call out the guard. Do a sweep of the city.
Damn, apparently my owl, then not convinced. I'm going to grab the body that I knocked out, stand right behind it, and basically puppeteer. Don't worry, lads. Everything is okay. Nothing suspicious here. Sorry, I just tripped and fell.
That
That
just makes it
owl
sound
scared
more
me.
suspicious.
Suspicious? I'm new to this. Who are you? What's your rank?
I am
Hitfilm.
Captain.
Well, Captain, you should know that I'm just merely a recruit. I am sorry. Please do not hit me. However, I did see someone behind us. They look rather suspicious. They look like asslings.
God damn it, that's
Okay.
beautiful.
I'm just gonna let you guys go just for that performance. Alright, go
Thank
take
you,
care of them.
sir.
And
Will
also,
do. I just
deal
like
with the one that's controlling you like a puppet.
don't worry. He's my retainer.
Good day.
And thank you, sir. It's just like the hand, just like in very like loosely do that salute. Okay, I think I convinced.
And the guy's starting to wake up now.
I just hammer fist. I just like punch him while I'm holding him.
Ugh. Goes back to sleep.
Oh my fucking god.
He was gonna let you
Okay,
go, Kurt.
just. Well, I don't know that. He's unconscious, so don't worry.
Just take the 500 silver back from him.
Yeah, I did, and a little extra. Did he have anything on him? Actually, I'm gonna loot him.
If you loot him, he'll wake up.
Shit. Okay, I'll just leave him there. And
Good idea.
Alright, you guys are traveling a bit longer, and you guys have reached the gatehouse.
Alright. What kind of material are we looking at this gatehouse is made out of?
It's just like a whole spinny, the thing they have to spin to lift the gates up.
Oh, okay, like, I forgot what they call this.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, portcullis, that's what it is. Got the portcullis.
alright. So let's try to open it. I'm gonna like.
Alright, you guys gotta roll
like-
to see if there's anybody in the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
perception.
sure.
Let's roll perception.
I rolled a 22.
You see there are 2 Vikings in there.
Yeah,
They see
I rolled
us?
a nat 1. So
They're kind of just standing in the middle of the room right now, just looking at each other, talking.
Okay,
Barry's
they
just
haven't
walking off
noticed
and
us.
he's distracted.
Not yet, because you guys haven't entered the room yet.
Okay. And the gate control is in that room.
More than likely.
Ooh.
It
I'm
is.
gonna transform my familiar into a rat. And have him like slightly open the door, let him in to scare the guards and distract them. Like, oh,
Your
just
guy
a
is
big
a
ass
rat,
rat.
has intimidation.
Nothing like. Let me see. You know what, let me see. I'm gonna check out. Rat. Okay. So my rat. He has advantage in wisdom perception, bites. You know what? I'll just have him bite their toes and run. So they could just.
Oh my god.
I'm going to distract them with my familiar. When they're distracted, Betty, you go and try to open that gate. And I'll follow you.
Alright.
I kind of like concentrate and just send the rat scurrying through the floor, pitter patter.
Alright, roll to attack for the rat.
Oh, damn. All right. Let me catch it. Roll again.
If it falls on the floor, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Yeah. Okay. 18.
That hits the one.
Good, I got his attention.
Ah! And he kicks the rat. With a natural 20.
The rat poofed.
What the hell?
All right, he's distracted. Go.
I'm gonna
And he
go in
looks
and
over towards the door.
Hold still. We hold incredibly still.
Roll for stealth.
knock yourself. All right.
Fuck. Let me see how much my modifier is.
Well, just Barry, since he was the only one that went in.
18.
Well, somehow he just doesn't see you. You hide behind the box. Strange.
He can't see me if there are no witnesses.
Huh? And they just get back to talking, and you see, like, a little bit more up ahead, like, behind them is the gate controls.
God, I wish I had Mage Hand.
Is there anyone between you?
Yeah, the two Vikings.
Oh, he has to get through the two Vikings?
It's a circular room where he could try stealthing around them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to enter the room too, but I'm gonna roll for stealth. 17.
Ooh, nice.
You successfully sneak into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna go the opposite
Gothram and
direction.
Umbra are gonna be like outside watching your guys' back.
So what I'm gonna
Hey,
do?
Argos.
Yes, buddy.
I'm gonna cast. Barry's gonna cast guidance. On Argos.
Okay.
Argos. So that's extra D4, I think.
D4 of what?
I think just to a roll.
Oh, to attack?
Let's see. You can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of his choice. It's up to a minute.
I'm guessing strength then.
So you can roll it for whatever you want. If it's an attack, if it's a strength, if it's a check, it's a save. You can roll whatever you want.
Ooh, okay.
I think.
Alright, you guys are in the room and you guys see the gate controls. Where you guys could try sneaking around them.
Wait, does attack count as an ability check, or does it not?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, attack counts more like attack roll ability check. I think that's more like make a
Strength saving throw.
a strength
Yeah.
throw or saving throw. You know.
Yeah.
I have to check on that though. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's open the gate. So let's open the gate. If we can pass it, we pass the guards, right?
No, you guys have to roll stealth to pass them.
Alright.
Okay. Could I get behind one of the guards and strangle him with one arm? And
They're facing
kinda
each other.
Okay. Is there any rum in the room?
No, it's just like a bunch of boxes.
Oh, I'm gonna carry a box. I'm gonna carry a box right in front of me so I can just cover the torso and face. Okay. I'm gonna do.
You still
I'm
have to
gonna
roll
carry a
stealth
box.
so they don't notice the box moving.
No. I want them to notice. So I'm gonna carry a box and I'm gonna walk in front of them like, oh hey guys, can you help me out here? The captain sent me to send some provisions for the troop. And so I'm going to approach one of the guards. Oh, it's very heavy. Can you help me?
Roll persuasion to try seeing if they can believe you or not.
Oh my god. So that means you can put your guidance towards that as well, I think.
Oh yeah. Do you roll or I have to roll for that?
You have to roll.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll a d. I'll roll the D4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, everything in total. I roll a 1 on that D4, so that's extra 1. Plus, that'll be 17.
Nice.
Yes. Let's give him a hand. Let's post this over here.
Oh, thank you. The
Walking away
moment
from
they
Barry.
grab it, yeah, they're literally just walking. Like I'm like signaling to Barry, like go, 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 go.
I go ahead.
No more
Alright.
stealth since they're distracted.
And I'm pretty sure the moment they see me, they're going to recognize I'm not part of them, right?
Well, you're on the other side of the box, right?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the box, but they're going to try to grab the box. So what I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to do?
just on the other side, though. So.
Yeah, exactly. I want them to hold on to the box, so you know.
What's your name, soldier?
Oh, my name is Ambar the Strogas.
Huh. Must be new.
I just recently joined. Ain't Zaki Chang, ain't that a right kind of guy? Kind of.
Yeah, let's set the box down right here.
Oh, thank you, good sir. I really
Alright.
appreciate it.
Barry, what are you doing now?
I go towards the controls.
Roll strength to see if you can push the thing by yourself.
Okay. I don't think I did. I got like a 5.
You're like struggling very much.
I'm wondering, I was taking Betty so long. I'm gonna go to the restroom, fellas. See you. See you later. Thank you for the help. And also, I give him like 5 pieces of gold each. Drinks are on me.
All right. Let's go to tavern.
So I goes like, "What's wrong, Betty?"
These boxes are heavy.
The switch. All right,
Incredibly heavy.
I'll help you.
I'll switch you.
Both you roll for strength now.
Been a long day.
I
now
rolled. What did you roll?
Now I rolled a dirty 21.
Oh, you're good. I rolled a 14.
You guys feel the gate thing is beginning to move. You see, Umbra and Gotham are coming back into the room with the dead Vikings that you guys gave gold to.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna grab those 5 golds I just gave them. Thank you very much.
Alright, now all 4 of you guys are opening the gate.
Alright.
Weird,
We have to signal them
strength?
somehow.
And you just hear someone from outside yell, "Charge!"
Oh,
Oh, I guess they noticed.
And now you're hearing
yeah,
like yelling in the streets. It sounds like sword fighting.
shit.
Alright, Barry. Let's make it way to the commanders. Gotham, Umbra, let's go.
Alright, you guys go run outside the room, and now there are 3 Vikings looking at you on the walls.
And I'll be like, "What are you just standing there? Shoot at them! On the other side!"
It's common
What?
sense.
Did they?
Common logic.
Don't you know who I am? I am Umbra Ufgrak. I'm you.
Kill them! And you notice
No,
the
kidding.
one Viking's the one that you knocked out a couple times.
Oh, I should have killed them.
Roll initiative.
Oh god.
Alright, I roll a 15.
I rolled a 15 for the Vikings.
So
18
do I
for
re-roll?
Gothram.
Or
And natural 20 for Umbra.
Player
Player
do
goes first.
Dirty
Okay.
21 for me.
Well, Umbra goes first.
Okay.
Alright, and he's gonna pull out a longbow and just go and shoot at the one guy in the front. misses. Barry, your turn.
Okay. How far away are we from the Vikings?
About 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. I'm gonna use a third level guiding. Actually, let's go second level guiding bolt.
Alright, what's that do?
So it would do 5d6 radiant damage. Yeah. If you try to make a ring spell attack against a target on a hit, target takes 46 radiant damage. But if it's second or higher, it increases by 1d6. So it'd be 5d6, but I gotta roll the hit. Okay. How's a 14 do?
14 misses.
Yep. That's my turn.
Alright, it is now Gotham's turn. He's gonna pull out his longbow and attempt to hit one. Let me pull up Gotham's sheet. Because I'm not sure if that's enough to hit. Wrong app. Give me one moment, guys.
Excuse me.
The Adventures of Argos and Barry. The dynamic vice duos.
I want to say graphic novel out of this, honestly. Way to make it happen.
Yeah, it's a graphic novel between.
Okay, so that's a dirty 19 because it's he has a +7 to hit with his longbow.
Fuck, dude.
Son of a bitch.
And 6 damage. Alright, Ghost, it's your turn.
Perfect. Okay, where are they located?
20 feet in front of you.
On a wall or
On the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. Push him off the wall. See if the fall kills him. Let me see. Read Thunder Wave. Okay. Range. Okay, so I'm gonna move 5 feet to get in range, and hit him. So it's a 15. Then hit him with a Thunder Wave. So you gotta make yourself Constitution saving throw for everyone who get caught in it. It's a 15-foot cube.
Alright. Constitution's +3. First one fails. And 2 fail, 1 saves.
Okay. Okay, so the one that saved will take half damage, and the one who failed will be pushed away 10 feet.
Well, they'll just get pushed back 10 feet. They're not getting pushed off the wall by how they're standing on the wall.
So will they get like, oh, so they'll be pushed off the wall, or?
No, they're just getting pushed further back onto the wall. They're like facing like you head on.
Okay, I mean, just roll the d8. 1 second. 2d8. Okay, so they will take, the one that failed take 15 damage, and the one that succeeded will take half of that.
Okay, well,
And
2 failed, so.
all right, they take 15 damage then. How far are they from the edge of the wall now?
They haven't gone closer to the edge of the wall at all.
Okay, so I have to climb up there to fight them?
No, you guys are on the wall.
Oh, we're on the wall. Perfect. In that case, I'll just freaking charge to the nearest guy who, with my spell, I'm gonna hit him with a good green flame blade spear.
All right. Roll
I'm
to
gonna hit the
hit.
guy. Rolling to hit. Oh, that's 22.
That hits.
Okay, so roll for the damage. Total damage is 16. The guy will take 15 with the green flame blade, and the effects of green flame blade, the fire will jump to the nearest target, which is the other guy beside him, and the damage will be 8.
Sorry, hold on. The first guy gets how much?
The first guy takes around 16 damage.
How much?
16.
Okay.
He takes 16, and then the green flame blade effect, that the fire will jump off that guy, and the guy next to him will take 8 damage.
All right.
And then I'll cast Blade Ward on myself and end my turn.
All right. It's their turn now. All right, and he's gonna. The first one's gonna swing at you with his axe. Give me one moment. All right, here he comes swing at you with his axe. Does a 23 hit?
It hits.
$18 points of damage
Cool.
for the first one, and because he gets 2 melee attacks. And misses the second one. Alright, second one's gonna hit you with a great sword. And misses. And he completely misses the second one and like loses balance.
Oof.
Ooh, he rolled for a natural 1.
Attack of opportunity.
Sweet. And since I have, wait, do I have War Magic? Yes, I do have War Magic. Since I have War Magic, which is an Eldritch Knight feat, or was it? Yes, War Magic. Yes, I have War Magic. So it's War Magic when I make a opportunity attack, I'm able to use a spell also, or caster. That's the one. Let me see here. Yes, there it is. Since I have Warcaster, I can use spells as also as my opportunity attacks. So I'm gonna hit him with a Glacial Blade.
Alright.
Roll for attack. And that fell off my 4. Okay, that's a 29.
That definitely hits.
Okay, Glacial Blade. And the damage is 15. 25 damage.
Alright.
He takes 25 damage, and which is the guy that I hit the guy with the great sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when he attacks me again. Well,
Well, it's another person's turn now.
okay, cool.
And he's gonna attack you twice with his great sword. Where's another D20? Here we go. Natural 20 and a dirty 19.
Shit.
A natural 20. It's gonna hit me.
Yes. So that is so 2d6. So that's already it's a 2d6 plus 3. So what would that max damage be then? 15?
15.
Yeah, 15.
So 15 plus 9.
24.
24. Yep.
Alright, that's for the max damage one. And time for a second one. 8 for the second one.
Wait, he managed to hit me 2 times?
Yeah. Natural 20 during 19.
Yeah, but 19 doesn't hit me.
Oh, fuck. Okay, then you just take the 24.
Okay.
What's your AC?
22.
Jesus.
Hey, you know what AC was bad? That giant, which had 30 AC.
Yeah, you guys don't even know Zaki Chang. Wait. Yeah, you guys do know Zaki Chan's AC. It's low. Alright, and that ends their turn.
Alright. Are we back up to the top of the order?
Yep.
So that'd be Umbra, is that right?
Yeah. Wait, no, that'd be Gothram.
Oh, Gotham, yeah.
Alright, and Gothram is gonna say, "Hey, clear the way!" And are you two gonna move out of the way?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
And as soon as you guys move out of the way, you see a beam of lightning come out of his mouth. And that will be a 4d6 of damage. But they succeeded dexterity throw, so it's only half. Alright, so... Eight, 12 damage. Just to all three.
Okay.
Alright, so... Alright, and that's gonna end his turn. That'd be your turn, Max.
It is? Okay. Did Umbra already go?
No, Umbra goes after you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go for a hit with the closest one with the Warhammer.
Alright, he looks pretty banged up.
Okay. Bring it up a little more. Let's see, where's the D20?
I'm bang him up a little more. That's right.
That is a 23. It's a dirty 23.
That hits.
Okay. So what is that? Should I even do that? That is gonna be 1d8 plus 3. I'm also gonna use my divine strike. So I'm gonna add a d8 extra damage on one weapon attack each turn. So that's technically 2d8 plus 3. Holler. So here we go. 2, 6. That is 11 damage.
Alright, so
total?
just 11.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a second attack. That was on the floor. That didn't count. I'm gonna do guided strike. So
Alright.
add the plus 10, and that's gonna be 19.
That'll hit.
I rolled a 1, so
Oh, natural one?
Yeah, I roll natural 1, but I'm using guided strike.
Well, that's still a critical failure.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I retract that.
And your warhammer goes flying out your hand, down off the wall.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
No worry, I got spells.
And Umbra throws you a long sword.
Thanks, Umber.
It's only temporary for you to use.
Don't lose
That-
that one, Betty.
Not planning on it, trust me.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah. Had to calculate the lungs.
Alright, now is Umbra's turn. He's gonna pull out his battle axe. He's gonna run and hit the two in the front. And he misses both. And action surge. And he hits both of them that time. And they both drop dead.
Oh, shit.
And there's one left.
Okay.
I believe it's Argos' turn.
Ghost.
Alright. I'm going to attack him with a Glacial Blade. 26.
That hits.
And total damage will be 23 on the first 23 in total on the first hit.
Alright.
Is he still down or up? I mean, is he
He's
still up?
still up.
How badly beaten does he look?
This is only second time he's been hit.
Okay, let's change that. I'm gonna, I'm gonna hit him again with a regular melee weapon attack. That's a 25.
Wait, was that Kirk?
I know I attacked him again.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 25.
And that misses.
20,
Kidding.
20. I'm like, damn, he got a buff. I hit him with 9 damage. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself, and as a bonus action, I'll attack him again.
So how much damage he's taking on the second hit?
He took 9 damage on the second hit.
Alright.
That one hits. He's going to take now 11 damage again.
Jeez.
And
But he's still up.
Alright, that concludes my turn.
Alright.
And it's his turn now. He begins to shout by activating Shout of Valor with anyone within 30 feet, including himself, gets an additional d6 to hit.
That's everyone?
Like, on his side.
Okay, because you say that, and I'm like, oh, well, that works for everybody.
And he's got to swing at Argos with his greatsword.
Okay, then he takes 3d8 damage.
Oh.
He took 17 damage.
Oh my.
That's the effect of Glacial Blade. He attacks me, he gets damaged.
Oh, shit.
Well,
17.
wow. 2 dirty 25s. That's with the d6.
Fuck.
He rolled a 25?
Yeah, both times.
Okay.
$14 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
9 for a second one. $23 altogether. And that ends his turn. And it's Gotham's turn. Gotham hits him with the bow and kills him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like very weak, wasn't he?
3 hit points left.
Damn.
Shit.
3 hit points and he clobbered you. That last hit.
Well, he didn't do that much damage because I have Blade Ward on, which makes me resistant to physical damage.
Oh.
So, let's see. All that damage I took in total. 32 damage in total.
Well, he's dead anyways. And you guys get 3,300 XP.
3,300? Alright.
Hey, neither one of you guys killed a Viking.
Well, we could have. We nearly did, but you know, we got KS'd.
Alright,
3,200?
you guys see the fight. You see Barry's Warhammer at the bottom of the wall. You see fighting between your guys' your guys' side and the Viking side. And then Argos, you see a longbow, some arrows, and a rounded shield at the top of a staircase.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh gosh.
What do you do with that information?
Is that shield any good? I mean, is it better than the one I have?
It's a kite shield, and its bottom's very sharp.
Oh, okay, fine. I see what you're going there. I'm gonna grab that shield. I'm gonna grab the longbow. I'm gonna slide that shield down the stairs
Roll
and start shooting
performance.
everybody.
Roll
Alrighty, let me add that with my dirty 20.
and you start surfing down the steps with a bow. Now roll the D100.
E100. Sorry, let me see if that's.
Or
Yeah,
the
90.
D10, I meant D10. But we'll go with
Oh.
9.
All right, yeah.
And you
9.
shoot down 9 Vikings on your way down.
I learned that, child.
And then you hit like a little rock and the shield goes into another Viking.
Ooh. So that's like 10 Vikings in total?
Yeah, so that's 1,000 XP.
Ooh.
Okay, dude. Nice.
Alright, Barry, you see your Warhammer at the bottom of the wall.
How far down is it?
About 30 feet. You will run down the stairs. Hopefully you only get caught up in fighting if you want to grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running down the stairs.
That hammer must mean something to you.
It always has. I go to pick up the hammer. Kind of like toss it in the air. Kind of like how like a drummer will toss his drumsticks in the air and then catch him.
Gotcha. And you see like the Vikings that are still alive, they're like falling back behind the second wall, shutting the gate.
Okay.
We'll try to cut through them, you know, stop them, you know, like, can I stop them from closing the gate?
No, the gates they're closing by, there's like 4 of them pushing it closed.
Ah, got it. I'm gonna try to, Barry, let's push that open. I don't like a tug of war. We'll just push
They're
it.
out muscling you.
Damn it. Gotham!
Oh.
Get Umbar,
And
help!
the gate is closed.
Damn,
Shit.
too many guys.
Bring in the battering rams.
Oh god.
How high is that wall?
This wall is about 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay. How tall is Gothram?
7 foot.
Okay, Gothram. Can you throw me up there?
I can try.
Better yet, Umbar. How tall is Umbar?
Umbra.
Umbra.
He's like 6'5", but he has a strength of +10.
Perfect. Umbra. I need you to throw me at least high as 10 feet.
Alright, let's give it a shot. 18. And he throws you and you like land just where like you're grabbing onto the edge of the wall.
I pull myself up.
But you see there's a Viking right there about to like hit your fingers.
I'm going to cast Misty Steps.
You're hanging by your fingers though.
I know, but it's a Misty. I become fog.
Well, he's gonna swing at the mist.
The mist goes like, but I don't know. It's a teleportation spell, so I should teleport where I see.
So where can I do a longbow attack on that Viking?
Ooh, good. Do it. Hit him.
You can, but as you're doing that, the men in Del Snow are like battering the gate down. So
I can do a longbow attack?
Yeah, and Menace and Gray are bringing ladders.
That's a +7, so...
Okay, so am I behind this Viking guy?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm gonna push him off.
Roll for strength.
I rolled a 9.
That misses.
28.
And you push him over the wall, and he does the Windhelm scream. Ow!
I'm gonna use my explore. Is there anyone else around me?
Yeah, there's about 10 guys on the wall.
Okay, well I'm gonna use Thunder Wave on them to push them up.
Like there's 5 facing one way, 5 facing the other.
5 facing one way. All right. Which 5 of those 5 I could knock out with my Thunder Wave?
Well, there's 5 coming at you from the left, 5 coming from the right. Your choice.
I'll take the ones on the right. Thunder Wave on the right.
Alright. So what I gotta make? Roll again?
Constitution saving throw of 16.
Can I see him doing this?
No, you can only hear it. And that is a 17.
Okay. For all of them as a group or individually?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna roll the D10 to see. Well, actually, that's for the first one. Second one's 16. Third one's 18. Fourth one is a 6.
Okay, the 6th one will probably fly out. That depends on you.
And hero. Ow!
Let me roll 2 d8s, so they'll take half damage, the ones that succeeded. I rolled 17 damage.
All right.
I mean, 14. So they, since they succeeded, it didn't take 7. And then I'll cast Blade Ward on myself.
Well, the one coming up from behind you's gonna attack you twice with a great sword.
Alright.
Wow. I cannot believe this.
What?
Double 20.
Double 20?
Oh my god.
I thought you were about to say a 1. I'm like, well, double 20, alright.
So, that is 2d6, so that's 12. So, 15, and then 15. That's 30. Alright, so for the first hit, that is 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
For the second one, that is 26 damage. For a total of 50 points of damage.
Oh, you
Fuck.
20, no, you said 20, okay, 26. I thought you meant 25, 25. I'm like, gonna be like, wait. Alrighty. Got it. Writing it down here.
So what's that mean? You actually got what, 25?
Yeah, I took 25.
All right, and the one behind him is gonna take tackle opportunity on you. Do the same thing.
Back up. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's downstairs.
30, 23, and 25.
Okay, I'll cast a shield spell.
And what's that do?
It will increase my AC to 5, so now I have an AC of 27.
Ooh. And roll perception check.
I rolled a 10.
Well, you still kind of notice this. You see they have a catapult and it looks like it's aiming right at you.
Like a catapult.
Yes.
Wouldn't they hit their own men, though?
If it's get you off the wall,
Oh, he really wants me off the wall. Alright, I'll just try to get out of the way.
alright, how does a 29 sound?
I call bullcrap. Okay. I guess I'll just yeah. He wants me off the wall, so I'm getting off the wall.
And it's as if they instead of a rock, they throw like a barrel at you. And you're falling off the wall. Barry, roll strength to try and catch him.
Okay.
And you take 6 damage from the barrel.
14.
Well, he lands on you, but you both fall.
Ooh.
Thank you for the save, Barry.
And you see the gate looks like it's starting to crack.
I'm gonna drink a potion while they're ramming the gates.
I cast Prayer of Healing.
Oh, thank you. How much of that heals?
I think we said it was 2d12 plus 3.
As you're doing that, you're seeing like the men on ladders, like the guys at the very top, they're like grabbing the Vikings, pulling them off the walls. You see some of the ladders getting pushed over. Arrows are flying everywhere.
17 for healing.
Okay, 17 healing.
I rolled a 2 and a 12.
And plus my potion of healing. Another one. Okay.
Where is that heavy sound coming from?
What heavy sound?
Like a. It's
Oh.
like something
Breathing?
breathing on the mic. Yeah.
Somebody might be breathing.
Damn you for breathing.
It's Zaki Chang's wind power. You know, you can hear it from here.
Yeah, it just keeps popping up.
My bad. If it was me, my bad.
You're good. Okay.
You guys also notice Jarl Matthew and the Queen are up on the wall fighting back to back.
Nice.
Argos, are you seeing this?
I'm saying this.
Quite interesting.
Hi, it's interesting they're fighting back to back. Now, where is that throne room?
And the gate has been busted down.
Oh shit.
Let's go, Barry.
Go, guys.
Alright, someone give an order.
Let's charge. What are you guys waiting for? An invitation?
You see a bunch of men like in swords and shields and spears and shields.
Okay, alright. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go now.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's your men charging in. They have the shields.
We'll let them charge.
You don't want to give the order.
I say charge. Kill.
Not that order. You know what order I'm thinking of. You hear from inside the fortress on the Viking side, shield wall!
Oh, that order. Oh, all right, guys, you do your own shield wall.
Alright, you gotta yell the order so they can hear you.
Shield. Phalanx formation.
Phalanx.
Phalanx, shield wall, but use your spears instead of your swords. And when they get close enough, cut 'em with a sword.
Alright, and you guys are starting to enter in and you see a shield wall about like 400.
All right.
Oh shit!
Do I have any guys with spears, with pikes?
There are pikemen.
How many pikemen? I want them on the front.
You guys have about 800 pikemen.
Pikemen's on the front. Now they have a 10-foot hit. Now they have a 10 feet reach. So they'll have advantage
Correction,
on that.
says Yarrow Ali. My pikemen have 18-foot-long pikes.
Whoa. Definitely put them on the front.
Knock it off! Leave the dog alone, damn it!
And no one messes with the dog.
I'm yelling at the cat.
I know. That's why we should not. You see Argo's petting the dog. No one messes with this dog. All right.
And then you see like the throne room doors are opening. And you see one with he comes out, he has a long sword and a shield. And he goes, "Who dare enters my fortress?"
All of us.
Oh,
We dare.
there's a lot of you.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
Archers!
I'm going to shoot at their shield wall with shatter.
Okay. As he's about to give the order, I'm gonna pull down a 3rd level guiding bolt on the guy giving the orders.
Oh, what's that do?
It's lightning.
Oh.
So I make a spell attack. Go ahead, Argos.
All right, I'm going to shoot shatter at their shield wall, and I'm going to tell the guys, phalanx formation, shields in front, make sure the pikes are behind them to get cover.
Alright, so what does what do I have to roll for shatter?
Constitution saving throw to shatter, but I'm just thinking well, this is up to you. When shatter is shot at an inanimated object, like wood, metal, it'll have disadvantage. So that's what I'm aiming at for everyone's shield there.
Well, so who has disadvantage? I do?
Yeah, I'm shooting the guys for the shield wall to break their wall.
Damn.
Hey,
I mean, that's up to you, though, if that's what because I'm shooting at their inanimated shields.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 and then a dirty 19.
Well, you did the save, so you just take half damage.
But the shield wall stands.
Yeah, you just take half damage. I mean, you just roll. How many guys I hit, by the way?
How big is shatter hit?
Let me see here. 10-foot radius sphere.
2.
Okay. Then
Oh,
the total.
That would be actually 4.
Okay, so the total damage will be 9.
Because they're doing they do overlapping.
All right. 9 damage.
All right. And now, Max, you're hit. What do I have to do?
So I rolled a 16, so that's 24. Dirty.
Not this guy. 16 doesn't hit him. This is the leader.
No, I rolled a 16, so with my modifier, which is a +8, it's a 24 to hit.
Oh, okay. See, you didn't. You should have just said that.
I'm trying to remember if let's see, elemental adept. Damn, elemental adept doesn't include radiant. That sucks. It's 6, 8, 9. Fucking hell. That is 13 damage, 13 radiant damage on the guy giving the orders, and I believe as well, the next attack roll made against them before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay, well, he's giving his archers an order to fire.
Literally, as he's getting chicken fried.
I'm going to cast darkness on the floor. That should give them all disadvantage.
He already gave the order, so they fired.
Blasted. That was not fast enough.
And they hit 40 of your men.
Do we have archers?
You guys do.
Archers? Let's send them a reply.
Alright, somebody roll a d20 and then a d100.
Barry, which one you want to roll? D100 or D20?
D20.
Alright, I'll roll the D100 then.
I got 11.
Okay, let me get that D100. I rolled 90 on the D100.
Alright, well, you guys only hit 11 out of the 90.
Oh well.
Shit.
Warm up. They're warming up. Our guys are warming up. It's fine.
Alright, and they're gonna fire again. And that's only gonna... That's only gonna hit 6 of your guys this time. The rest of the arrows hit the shields.
Okay.
You guys want to return the fire?
Return fire.
Yeah, make return fire.
Roll that D20, I roll that D100.
A.
What?
19.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20.
Well, you guys killed 20 of them.
See, bit by bit, they're getting better.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna
And
tell these
that's
guys.
100.
Fuck. I'm gonna tell my guys. You know what? Fucking charge.
Alright, and they charge.
Storm it.
And your guys collided with the shield wall.
Since we have 18-foot pikes, do we get advantage? Or my soldiers get advantage?
Sure. Roll a d20 and a d100.
All right, I'll roll D100. Alrighty.
13.
50.
Well, you guys kill 50 of them.
Good.
And see they're starting to like fall back into like the throne room area.
This is the strategy of my people. How do you like those apples?
Shut the gate! Shut the door!
They're pulled. We have them on the run. Soon, victory will be ours. Oh, right, that's right. We don't need a battering ram. How big is this door?
It's just like a normal sized man door.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let him calm down.
I'm gonna shoot shatter at it. I don't know what's the saving throw for a door, but it's an inanimate object, so it should break.
I think it's like a
And
DC 10.
It just completely shatters.
That depends on the door.
What happened?
Calm down.
Alright, and the door shatters and roll me an athletic saving throw. Of 18.
18.
Nice.
And Max?
You do that one too? Alright. What did I roll? Okay. That is a 9.
Ooh.
Damn.
And you get hit with 6 arrows.
6 arrows?
That take
Ooh.
13 damage.
13. Alright.
Oh, 13 damage. Not bad.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta roll 2 more.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, Barry.
Okay.
24 damage, actually.
24? Okay.
Because you see, there's like 6 archers just waiting on the other side of the door. And then you see the leader of the group. Oi! What do y'all want with this place?
We just want to kick you out. This is our place. Well, you took it. We're just taking it back.
Fight me in the square.
We could, but we're already beating you.
2 on 1.
I mean, what would I get if we won? We've already won.
Not quite. A relief army will be here shortly.
Really? Last time so if I was to beat you, you'll turn tail with your relief army?
You guys will at least have full control of this castle if he beat us.
Better yet, if we defeat you.
To the death.
I can accept those terms. Alright. So 2 on 1 or 1 on 1?
2 on 1.
2 on 1? Alright.
Alright. We're like, alright, Barry. Let's show him what we're made of.
Do you want me to cast a spell on you?
Yeah, patch up some wounds.
I was gonna say to grant you, to keep you from dying.
Hey.
Probably not a good idea though. So don't want to cheat one of fifth fight. But I can help you out with some wounds. I'm gonna use my last 2nd level spell slot for a prayer of healing. So that would be, let's see, that is 6, 19. 19 healing.
Thank you. I'm gonna chug my last normal potion. Me roll 2d4.
That's my last
Alright.
second.
Alright. Normally I would accept 2. Normally. The thing is, as a warrior, fighting 2 on 1 just seems unfair. You may call at least one of your troops to fight beside you.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Eric! And see a Viking with a great sword comes out.
Best of luck to you.
You too. Alright. So,
They'll need it.
let's say what. I'm just gonna like fist bump Barry.
Broke before foes.
Alright.
Bro, before
Roll
foes.
initiative.
So this is the battle that, Barry and Argos will have a broness here. 23.
5.
14 for the boss. And 10 for the underling.
Okay. You see, it's kind of like Argo's just doing like a boxing dance, like boxers when they just like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say was for the first guy again? I want to mark it down.
Hmm?
What did I say initiative was for the first guy? I want to mark it down.
I think it was like a 15 and 10 for both of them. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll the highest.
So it goes, what did you roll, Max?
I rolled a 5.
Alright.
Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is cast Blade Ward on myself. And then I'll cast Haste. And then I'm going to attack his underling. Wait, who goes after me, though? The underling
The boss.
or boss? Alright, then what is the range of the square, actually?
You guys have, it's 20 foot by 20 feet.
20 feet. And what's the distance between here to here?
They're 5 feet in front of you.
5 feet. Oh, they're right in my face. Okay, in that case, I'll
Well,
attack
10 feet
his.
away. I meant 10 feet.
Cool.
10 feet. Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast Glacial Blade on his underling. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. See. He takes 20 damage.
Alright.
Wait, 21 actually.
Shit.
He takes 21 damage, and I'm going to use the bonus action of the War Magic to make another regular attack. And he will take 8 damage.
Alright.
Your move.
Alright, and the boss, with his longsword, he's going to be swinging at Argos 4 times. Natural 20, 26, 19, and so, 3 out of the 4 hit.
Alright, I'll cast Shield. And since I have Shield, I know the natural 20 is going to hit me, but
And
it's
then
for the other hits.
Then there's the 29. And then
Okay.
the other one's 26.
Alrighty, in that case, only 2 will hit me, because with Shield, now I have 29 AC.
Alright. And that will be 1d4. Or 1d8, I meant 1d8. So, alright, so that'd be for 40 points of damage.
Okay. In total?
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about the natural 20. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm like,
Ignore
damn.
the 40.
That
okay, 58 points of damage.
Alright, let me just write that down.
Fuck.
There you go.
And now it's the underling's turn. And he's gonna go after Barry twice with his greatsword.
Okay.
Barry will take. Let me see if that applies. 7.
I know what I'm gonna do next for sure.
Oh yeah, so that
But
guy who
before
attacked Barry, he will take 9 damage.
All right. And he's gonna, before he attacks Barry, he's gonna activate a feature called Brute,
Oh no.
which deals an extra die damage. Mage, mage with the hit and includes like the damage too, to hit and damage.
Okay.
So that would
Oh,
technically give him 3 hits.
Since he attacked Barry, that procs my Sentinel passive. So I'm going to attack him with another spell,
I'm
and
gonna
I
kill
roll.
Argos today. I'm going to do it.
Barry will keep me alive.
Indeed, I will.
I will kill both of you.
I hit him with a 22.
Alright.
And I'm gonna cast on him another Glacial Blade.
Okay, well, he's still attacking Barry.
Yeah, he can hit. Yeah, he'll hit Barry. Now his movement speed is now at 0, so he can't move now. Until the next turn.
Alright, that's 25, 22, and a natural 20.
Oh, that's it.
Wait 1 second. 14, 18. He takes 23 damage, and since you made a second attack while under the influence of Glacial Blade, you also now on top of that will
Well, he
take.
made 3 attacks.
Yeah, because since you made the first attack, you proc Sentinel, and I made an attack with Glacial Blade, and then after.
And Argos is now feeling like his chest is really hurting, and he suffers from a heart attack.
Damn.
You're taking extra 8 damage. So my normal attack was like, how much was it? The first one, 28 or 20 something.
20.
All right, 20 plus this one. That's he took 28 in total.
Okay. But all 3 of those hit, and there's a natural 20. Alright, Max.
Use everything you got. No holding back, Max.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off by. What I'm gonna do.
I haven't done the damage yet.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I was just telling you, like, there's a natural 20, and then the other 2 also hit.
Yeah.
So for the one for the natural 20, that's 30 points.
How bad does the underling look?
Give me 1 moment. The underling's kind of like at halfway.
Okay.
$63 points of damage.
Total?
Yeah.
Shit.
It is your turn.
That's me? Okay.
That was a clobber.
I don't know what I want to do here. Shit. I can still technically heal myself. I think that's what I do. So I am going to. Well, okay. If there's one that says cheer the creature you can see within range, can I cast on myself?
Do what?
if there's a spell I can use that says choose the creature that you can see within range, can I cast it on myself?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, roll a perception check, Max, real quick.
Alright. It's a dirty 23.
You do see your daughter is, like, poking her head out the throne room.
Okay.
Do I see her?
If he points out to you, unless you want to roll.
I whisper, she's here.
We'll save her. We need to kill him first.
Okay, so I'm going to... I can't use heal on myself, shit. Wow. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use the spell Flame Strike on the leader.
Alright.
Actually, no. I think I can use it on both of them. Yeah. And I'm going to do it at 5th level. So the normal one. Because the other ones are going to come in handy later. So with that, wait, if it says each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. So can I move that to a point where it's away from Argos but still hitting the
You two
underling?
are next to each other, and they're next to each other, so, like...
So, yeah. I'm just going to
so
put
he
it...
wouldn't have to move.
I'm going to put it where the underling and the boss are. So I want you to make me a dexterity saving throw for both of them.
Alright.
Tell me if you beat a 16.
Alright, for the first guy. Dirty 21.
That makes it.
And for the second. And for the boss. 3.
Oh boy. So I'm also going to use my elemental adept.
Oh wait, hold on. 8.
8. That still misses. I'm going to use my elemental adept, which means I can roll 1s as 2s, or I can roll 1s as 2s. That is a 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 8, 10, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 fire damage. Wait, hold up. I rolled that wrong. Shit. Let me roll. Let's try it again. Ooh, nice. I rolled the wrong amount. So 6, 6, 5, and 4. So that is 12, 17, 21 fire damage. And then let me roll for radiant.
God damn.
Beautiful spell. Let's see. 6, 11, 14, 17. What did I say was the fire damage?
It added up to once, like to, I was doing the math on calculator, so I got it.
Okay. So it was a 20-something damage. It was 6, 6, 5, and 4, so that's a 21.
Right, I did the subtraction from the guy's hit points already.
38, so yeah. The leader takes the full 38, the underling takes 19. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast... Okay, can I do that?
What?
Spell as an action and a spell as a bonus action.
I'm not sure. Like I've said before, I've really not played that much of a spellcaster before.
What was the question?
Can I use a spell as a bonus action and an action?
What does your spell say? The description. Because some spells you can, some you have to use an action, some uses bonus actions.
I'm using Flame Strike, which is an action, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith myself as a bonus action.
Does it say bonus action? You could
Yeah.
check it out. Oh, then go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Then,
Alright,
yeah.
and what's that do?
+2 AC.
Oh, thank you, Barry.
I'm casting on myself.
Fuck you, Barry.
It's Argos' turn.
I'm
I
kidding.
now
I'm
have
kidding.
AC is fine. You got the
I'm like,
22 AC too.
that was funny. Like Argos, I'm like, oh, thank you, Barry. And this for myself. Well, fuck you, Barry. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna attack the underling. Take out the cannon fodder before we focus on the boss.
He's not cannon fodder.
Well, he's the minion. He's the minion. I rolled a 25 as a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. He will take. Roll the damage. Um, 20 damage, and I'm going to. I kind of forgot to cast a spell first, so I'm going to cast on Eric the Hex spell on him.
All right.
So now, he will have disadvantage at Constitution.
All right.
Attack again. Fling Blade, 29, that hits. Roll for attack. He's gonna take a total of. He'll take now 28 damage. And then I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself. But also, I almost forgot. Because of Hex, since he took an attack from me and with Hex, he will now take 4 extra damage, which
He's
is
dead.
total. Oh, he did. He did it. Okay, I have one more action then. Well, I already used my action Blade Ward, but now I have a bonus action because War Magic. I'm going to attack. What's his name again? The commander.
Do what?
What's the commander's name?
I forget what I said it was.
Volgar.
Bulgar or something.
Volgar something. Oh, let me see. I can cast a spell on the third one. 1 second. I think there's a target drop before the spell ends. Oh, okay. Instead of attacking with my bonus action, I'm going to use my bonus actions of Hex, because when my target dies with Hex, the curse jumps at the next target, which will be the boss. And using my bonus action, and I'll end my turn there.
All right, it's the boss's turn, and you see his blade starting to ignite in a green flame.
Green flame blade.
Oh shit.
Gonna go after Argos 4 times. 29, 26, 28, and 24.
Alright, I'll cast the shield spell, so only one of them will hit it.
That's still great. Are you sure that's only isn't that like a one-time spell?
No, as long as I have level 1 spell slots, I can keep using it.
And how many level 1 spell slots do you have left?
Let's see. I should have. I'll let you know right now. I use this once.
Because I'm pretty sure you've used that quite a few times now.
I've been using
twice.
I've been using 2nd level spells with Shatter and Misty Steps, which I'm out.
No, I'm referring to level 1 spell slots.
I got a lot of level 1 spell slots. I used up. I'll let you know. I'll give you an estimate. I'm just trying to retrace everything I use. Cantrips. Didn't use that one.
I'll be right back.
I use the shield. I should have at least 2 more go, and that's it. Then I'm out.
Alright. $21 damage.
Alright, I'll jot that down.
Action surge. Oh, hold on, I didn't do the green flame blade attack.
Oh yeah, you need to apply the fire damage.
Add 7.
Okay.
Action surge to get them back. Natural 20, natural 20, 26, 24.
Natural 2 natural 20s?
Yeah.
26. Oh, then you hit me 2 times.
Alright, so. For 72 points.
72 points. All right, I'll use that. All right.
And that ends his turn.
It's Barry's turn now.
I believe.
But he stepped away.
Who stepped away?
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna be right back. I didn't know you came
Yeah,
back.
I just got back in.
Argos just took 72 points of damage.
Fuck, Argos, are you okay?
I'm fine.
What are you at right now?
I'm at 98.
Holy shit.
Oh my god! Dude,
And what
how
about you,
is it?
Max?
I am at 10.
Oh.
So with the potions, are you considering that bonus action drinking or action drinking?
You can use it as an action and a bonus action. So
Okay.
I'll let you drink up to 2.
Okay. Let's see.
How does Argos have so much freaking hit points?
Remember, I have Blade Ward, which makes me resistant to physical damage.
Oh, so magical damage then.
Yeah, you could hit me with magical damage.
Would Green Flame Blade be magical?
Yeah, that's why I didn't deduct Green Flame Blade.
I'm
Oh,
gonna heal up with my potions. So let's see. It's a D10 plus 3. That's 11. 11 for both. So I healed up 22. I'm at 32 hit points right now.
you probably feel more comfortable now.
Yeah. Alright. And then that is my turn.
You guys probably wish Jarell was here.
I do miss Jor-El.
I think we're doing a pretty bang up job right now.
Don't worry, it's not a Viking, it's Jarell in the costume.
So funny. Alright. I think it's his turn. Wait, no, it's
It's Argos' turn.
Argos.
Wait,
Yep.
you use all your actions, Barry?
I took an action and then I don't think I can take another action.
How many actions do you have?
I think only one. I can make an attack as a bonus action after using an attack action, but I didn't do an attack action this turn.
Oh, okay. Just careful, Barry. You're low.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'm going to use Second Wind.
And what's that do?
I heal.
Ah, how
Oh, I
much do you
forgot
heal?
I had that. That's cool.
I'll let you know right now. Look it up. This. Which I'm surprised that the boss. I don't think did the boss use Second Wind when he fought Seymour?
No.
I don't think
That's
he
it.
did. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I
like-
did not know that. I could have made a second saving throw on all the stuff you thrown at this guy magically.
Really? Alright.
Wait, what?
He just has a thing where he can do 3 times a day where I can re-roll saving throws if I fail.
Oh, that's indomitable.
Yes, I just realized that.
Yeah, I have. Like all fighters have that. Let me see
Ooh.
here.
Mutual superiority.
Let's see here. D10 plus. Nice. 13. And calculator. 1 second, just adding the math. And on top of that, I'm going to drink what Jarrell has bestowed upon me, the greater potion of healing.
And how much does that heal?
I have no idea, so I'm gonna check it up right now. Oh, okay. I need to grab 4 d4s.
4 d4s? Right.
Yeah, 4 d4s. 4d4 plus 4. So. Nice. All right, I heal up 10 points.
How much?
Oh, how much I have now?
No, how much did you heal up to?
10 points.
Alright.
Alrighty. That's 2 of my actions. So in total, I should have. Okay. Since your guys' hex, I am now going to first cast Blade Ward on myself. And now I'm going to attack you with my first action. Does a 18 hit?
18 does not hit.
Okay. And now with my
Um,
bonus. Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna do something for you. War God's Blessing, Channel Divinity. Give you a +10 on an attack roll.
What?
Uh-huh.
28.
28.
Oh, just wait until my next. Wait till his turn.
Wait, does the 28 apply now, or whose turn we're talking about?
It would apply right now, yeah.
Oh, sweet beans.
Okay.
No, I'm
So you
saying
can-
like just wait, Barry. Just wait.
Oh, I just felt like juiced up with divine power, so the gods are real. Thank you, Barry.
Anytime.
I'm going to attack him with beautiful glacial blade. He takes 23 damage and plus attack again with bonus action because of war magic. Okay, that one. The channel divinity, does it last for a whole turn or for 1 attack roll?
It's just a roll.
Just for 1 roll? Okay, then this my bonus action missed. So I'll end my turn there.
So how much damage?
I think 23. Oh yeah, and hex. And roll for hex. 24.
So 24 altogether?
Yeah.
Alright. He is going to activate a feat called Material Superiority.
Oh god.
Which deals an extra 5d6 damage.
5d6.
Natural 20, 28, 27, and the third one misses.
What does he hit?
He's hitting Argos twice and Barry once.
Okay. What type of roll does he hit? Like, what's the roll order so I could act accordingly?
Natural 20 to Argos,
Mm-hmm.
28 to Argos, and 27 at Barry.
I'm gonna cast shield to negate that 28. And since you attacked me first, I
Wait,
cast shield.
that wouldn't negate a 28.
Yeah, because I have haste on plus shield.
Okay,
I'll have a 29 AC.
Is that in the rules, Argos?
Yeah, it's in the rules. You can stack them. I checked.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, I check. Since you attacked Barry and me, and you have Glacial Blade, let's roll for that first.
And don't forget, you guys getting hit with Green Flame Blade.
Alrighty. Since you attack either me and Barry, you're gonna take 18 damage of Glacial Blade, plus my Sentinel proc. You attack Barry, so I'm gonna hit you with an opportunity attack because of Sentinel. Okay, that's a miss. So I rolled a 5, so it's a 15. Alrighty, that's it. You just hit the Glacial. I missed with my opportunity attack.
All right. You take 43 points of damage, Argos.
Okay.
22 points, Barry.
22. Back down to 10 we go.
And
He's-
now let's see. And now, Argos, make me a DC 17 strength saving throw.
27.
Okay, okay.
Let me know if I succeed it or fail.
Alright, it doesn't say what happens if you fail it. Will it just be half of that?
What are you trying to use?
It's called Rush.
Rush. That sounds like a charging ability.
Yeah, it charges at you.
Let me check. It should explain what Rush is. Called Bull Rush?
No, just called Rush.
Okay. Rush. I can't find anything on Rush. It just says Bull Rush.
We'll just say you take half the damage then.
Okay, what's the damage? Okay. That's like the full damage, or that's the half damage?
That's the full.
Okay, so.
And that ends his turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna now hit him a lot of times. Does 19 hit?
No.
Okay. Okay. Dirty 20.
Does not hit.
Oh boy,
Oh.
beefy boy. That's 2 actions, right? I gotta keep. Then I cast Blade Ward upon myself. And I'll use my last action, which will be 23.
That's enough to hit.
Okay. Visual Blade. Okay. Take action D6. 22. You'll take 22 damage. And then bonus action War Magic. Yeah, that's a miss. Yeah, I will end my turn.
Alright. It's his turn now, and he's gonna do the feature. He's gonna do Brute again.
Brute, you mean Rush?
No, he did. Oh no, he didn't do Brute earlier as the other guy, but he also has Brute, which deals an extra die to hit and for damage.
Alright.
So
Oh, boy.
5 attacks are coming.
Oh shit.
Let me find another D20. Alright, Argos is gonna get 3 of them. Barry's gonna get 2.
Really hoping this is.
Alright, that's a 329s on Argos.
329. Damn.
Alright, and then that would be a 22 and a 14.
One of those hits.
Alright.
Your guy will take now 20 damage.
Oh God, yes.
Alright, so
And since you attacked my good friend Barry, Sentinel, 29. And that's counting on the first hit. 29, 15. You'll take 17 plus glacial, which will be 8. So in total, you'll be taking. Let me add that up. 17. Okay, and another extra 25.
So how much altogether?
What was how much was my first attack?
You said
Like-
20, I think.
Yeah, my first attack was 20. Yeah, you took 45 damage.
17, 25.
Yeah, because I rolled the special feat of glacial weak attacks after being glacialed.
What was the 17?
17 was my my physical hit with
Oh,
glacial
gotcha.
blade.
Argos, you take 55 points of damage.
What? Fuck. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the attack.
25. How does Vulgar looking?
Like, he can still keep going.
Oh, that's right. 1 second. I forgot.
26 points of damage on Barry.
How many?
26.
I'm down.
Add 6 more damage to Vulgar because of the curse.
Why? Whenever didn't you already do all that stuff?
No, I forgot to calculate the curse.
Barry's down.
Alright, so that means you have to succeed two death saving throws.
Wait, what?
Would you have to... Oh, wait, yeah. No, never mind. Wait. Yeah, you have to roll a d20. Don't you have to roll it 2 times in order to survive?
No, I think you have to roll it 3 times,
Yeah, I gotta roll 3 times.
3 times.
but it's on each turn.
Yeah, each turn.
Do I start rolling right now?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Come on. That's a 19, baby.
Alright, that's a save. Alright, it's Argos' turn now.
Is it possible to pick Barry up back into the fight?
That would invoke an attack of opportunity.
True.
So probably not.
Alright, I'll be like, medic, bring me Umbra.
No interference.
Alright. I'll cast Blade Ward on myself. And fucking finally. Alrighty. Natural 20 with a 26 and 21.
Alright. The 21 misses.
Okay. Let me add a 26 mixed in.
23 and higher hits.
23 up. Titties.
Fuck.
Let me add up the numbers 1 second.
Mainly because of his shield.
That makes sense.
His shield adds 3 to his AC.
That's. Alright, I mean, just 1 second. I just gotta write everything down, the damage, because otherwise, maybe I don't know. I get lost.
I really hope I didn't do that 20.
Plus, oh yeah, I need to add the hex. Oh shit. Alright, that's 30. Okay. Second attack. The first hit in total, the natural 20 is a 49.
Ooh, my.
Shit.
It's a 49. The other attack, the 26. Let me just roll for damage for that one. Okay. That plus.
That is really aggressive breathing.
Aggressive breathing intensifying.
Wait, who's breathing heavily?
I just keep. It's like a really strong gust in the mic. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't use mine.
I think you're breathing into it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because I turned it off. That's not mine. Or when I turn my mic off, it's not mine. So.
Alright, so how much for the second hit?
I'm calculating right now. Second hit is 27. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself. And then I'm going.
That this turn.
Yeah. Well, I did. No, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well. Then I'll use the action. I'll use Action Surge to attack again.
Oh god.
He's like this son of a bitch. 27. Where's my other? See, I'm just like adrenaline is like, fuck, where the hell is my DJ? This can be a close fight. Add, I'm just gonna write the damage down, like the 49 and the 27. Plus this one. Damn, those dices are intensifying.
Yeah.
6.
Hey Argos, whenever it's his turn, have you ever heard of Viking baseball?
Never heard of it, but I'm pretty sure it sounds fun.
Oh, no.
Not for the ball, which is you.
And you, are you talking about Barry or are you talking about Argos?
Argos.
Motherfucker.
Barry's already down. Barry's not of his concern.
This attack, you take 31 damage.
Alright.
I also have one more play to go. How is he looking?
A little beat up.
Damn, he probably has a shit ton of H points. Alright, 1 second. Let me see what I got here.
Oh, how many attacks has this been now?
Remember, I have haste and plus action surge. That adds more actions to my abilities.
True.
God, dude.
I'm checking. The fact that he knocked out Barry means wait, did I add it? Yeah, I added it. Since he has okay. He has 1 second. Equipment. Okay, so you say the square is a 20 foot, right?
Yeah, 20 by 20.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to do. Are we at the edge? We're at the fighting at the edge, right?
No, you guys are like fighting in the middle.
Okay, and what's the distance between us and to the wall right now?
Like 10 feet.
So that'll create a 10 feet gap between us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do the disengage action. So I'm going to, I'll be using my last action, and I'll go. So I'll disengage and create that gap between us,
Which invokes attack of opportunity.
which since it is a disengage action, it does not provoke an attack and opportunity.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, it doesn't actually. You can do a disengage unless I move. Is an attack and opportunity, but disengage action doesn't, because it costs me an action point.
My DMs always had, previous DMs that I played with always said invokes attack of opportunity.
All right, 1 second. It's right here. Well, you gotta tell them, hey, it doesn't, because right here it says
Okay.
if you take disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke attack of opportunity for the rest of the turn.
Well, it's his turn anyways.
All right. Before it's his turn, I'll use the free action to swap to my pike.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll end my turn there.
Alright, well, he's gonna run at you. And he's gonna attack
Bring
you.
my attack range. Before he attacks me, he entered my attack range since I'm wielding now a pike. And that provokes my pole arm master feat.
Of course it does.
Okay, a 26. And since I attack him with attack opportunity, that's where Sentinel plays in. Now he has 0 movement and he cannot move from that spot for the rest of the turn. Which means now we're still at a gapping distance. So I'm gonna strike him with this little buggy.
Well, you already struck him. It's not your turn. I'm not allowing that.
It's an attack and opportunity with Sentinel. It's yeah. I mean, I'm not hitting you like out of your turn. I'm just hitting you with an attack and opportunity because of Sentinel and Polearm Master Feat. They are a pretty good combo. Don't worry, I check if everything's legit, and it's legit. So the total damage will be yeah, because I can't fight this guy toe to toe. He hits too hard. See here. Plus 11.
Well, since he can't hit you up close, he's gonna hit you from a distance.
See here. He'll take a total amount and plus a curse. 32 damage. And since you can't move and we're in a 10-foot gap, so
he's gonna be throwing axes at you.
How many does he have?
He throws 5.
Okay.
No fucking way.
What?
No fucking way.
Oh no, what happened?
4 out of 5 are 20s.
4 out of 5 or
What?
20s?
I kid you not.
Wow.
And the other one was 26.
Alright, this is gonna hurt like a bitch. Alright, since you attacked, let me roll the 3d8. You take a total of that.
So does 26 hit Argos?
Just 126?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to cast my last shield for that. I need to mitigate as much damage as possible.
So you do cast that shield thing?
Yeah, I cast shield. But how many axes does he have? Does he have just only those 5 axes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That you can see, though.
Holy shit, man. It's good. Alrighty. You'll take 24 damage. Sorry, no, wait, 20.
Oh god.
Alright.
Yeah,
Time
because of this is gonna hurt. This will either knock me down or have me bleeding to the point like, oh shit.
Alright, so we have...
I'm so worried right now.
I know this is a really intense match.
$118.
118. Alright, deduct that. Damn. Minus.
What are you at, Argus?
I'm at. I'll let you know right now. Oh shit! I'm at 20.
Jesus.
If Barry succeeds his death saving throw, does he get up?
He will be at 0 and stable.
If I get a nat 20.
What?
If I get a nat 20, I'll pop up with 1 hit point.
If he gets natural 1, he's dead.
I think that's only 2 death saving throws. Or 2 fails, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've already rolled once.
I succeeded. The first one.
Yeah, and this one will be worth 2 if you roll a natural 1, and you'll be out of saving throws.
I thought it was 3 fails or 3 successes.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah. It's been a while since I've dealt with with a normal death, unlike the Debauch, because the Debauch was decapitation. That was instant death.
Yeah. I think the saving throws. I think you need like at least 2 successful. Or was it 2 successful or 3 successful?
It's 3.
Okay. Okay, it's 3.
That's the way on the app I'm using. From the character sheet.
Tell us what you rolled.
Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Don't let me down, dice. Don't let me down.
Yeah? Give me 1 minute. What? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Maybe. Hold on. We're in the middle of a battle.
That's a 9 for you.
So that's a fail.
Yep, that's a fail.
It's Argos's turn.
Come on, Argos.
Argos looks... This is probably the most messed up I've ever made Argos.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kirk? Hello?
Is he still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I was talking
Is
to my
this the
sister.
most damage you've ever taken?
Yeah, this is the most damage I've ever taken. And I'm just curious, like, damn, that guy's one heck of a beefcake because he has so much. I wasn't expecting this boss to have like over the top HP, but fuck it, I'm gonna try my damnest.
He's almost dead.
He's almost dead. Don't give me hope. I'm gonna be like Hawkeye. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. What's the surrounding though? Is there like a chandelier above us?
No, you guys are outside in the courtyard.
Is there a giant rock flying above us?
No. All the fighting stopped and everybody's just like surrounding you.
Almost dead. How close of dead?
I'm not saying.
Fuck, I'm scared. Argos is like, fuck. I cannot die yet. I still have so much to do for this world. What's coming in his mind right now is that he does not mind dying in battle, but what bothers him is dying knowing the world might need him. But before he goes in, where's Gothram and Umbar?
They're watching.
Before he continues, he kind of like removes his direwolf cloak, which is black, and throws it to Umbar, since he's been with Umbar the longest.
Umbra.
Umbra.
Wait, Umbar with your disguise name?
Yeah, Umbar was my disguise name. So now I just remove my cloak and saying as determination that I accept this death that is will upon me, and this cloak, make sure you give it to the others if I don't make it. This has been a great fight. What is your name?
Jorgon.
Jorgon. You have my respect as a warrior.
As do you, and so does your friend.
Yeah, you fought well. I wish you had been my side. I would have died happy fighting alongside you.
And you see he just drops his weapon.
He drops it?
And then like just falls to knee due to exhaustion.
Wait, how much HP does he have?
52.
52. Oh, okay. So I would have. Oh, well. Damn.
And like then his shield drops and he's just like, I'm done fighting.
I extend my
Surrender.
hand. I extend my hand to him. I accept your surrender.
Shakes her hand. You hear that, dearest? We surrender, and he was saying that to Barry's daughter. By the way, is that her father?
Yes.
Give
That's
her a
her.
healing potion. Give him a healing potion. And that will wrap up today's episode.
Damn. Wait, I want to see if my attacks would have hurt him though if I would attack.
All right. And Barry, you just luckily survived.
Okay, so I would hit him 3 times. Well, no, actually, let me roll one more because I can attack him like. Shit, I was able to hit him 4 times actually.
He probably would have died.
Damn, that would have been a chunk of XP. But still, he was a warrior of respect. He's not like Seymour.
Yeah, he would have given you guys exactly 10,000 XP.
Damn,
Shit.
that was a good close battle. Like damn, knowing that I could have killed him, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I didn't kill him because I'm like, damn, this is a good fucking fight.
I can't believe that I rolled all those 4 natural 20s.
And I
Nice.
fucking survived, dude. Yeah.
If you didn't have that half damage thing, you would probably drop.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why when it comes to physical combat, that's why I have him on the front line, because he's basically a bruiser, Argos.
Yes, well, that will wrap up today's episode, everybody.